Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Floyd Friday. Today we're doing an acoustic version of Time, and this is a song that I've done before, but I did it on electric with sort of an exact transcription, and I wanted to do something that's just a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit easier to play perhaps, and less detailed, and just kind of strumming some chords, but still capturing the essence of this song. It's one of my favorite songs off Dark Side of the Moon. Still many more lessons on that album to come, but yeah, I did a complete playthrough. I'll leave a link for that, and you can click it here or something and watch my sort of demo of it instrumentally. But I thought, gosh, I want to be able to teach this in an acoustic format when you're singing, because I realized too that this is a really good song to combine rhythm and lead. And I know a lot of you out there in the audience want to, play songs where you're kind of able to throw in some licks and riffs sort of in between the chords, right? This is a song that's really nice to do that because the vocal phrases have a lot of space in between them. So for instance, like, taking away the moments that make up a dull day. And you have, it's just a sus, but that's kind of a nice, the first fill that David Gilmour does. And then, critter and waits the hours in an offhand way. Here's another one. On electric, he's bending that note, but we don't have the unwound G on acoustic normally, so I'm just sliding it. That kind of continues throughout the song. Another example would be on the second phrase, over the A chord. Right? So those are nice sixth intervals. Sixths are great because they're kind of outlining triads in a sense. Here's an E shape of A, just the first and third strings. Passing up to the D shape of A. So six intervals are actually very instructive. So it's good to learn all these intervals and these cool licks. Then, we're kind of doing a nice dependable pattern that'll break down as we zoom in. Please do check out the Patreon if you want to get access to a bunch of tabs and study guides and backing tracks and all sorts of stuff. And this will be on there as well. Please do subscribe. We're trying to get our subscriber count up, and hit the thumbs up. Another thing we're going to be teaching on this lesson is the chord melody. It's a little tricky, but it's kind of cool. You can leave this E string open and actually play the phrase, which is basically a bunch of F sharps and E's. And then on the A chord lands, so on the melody. So you can kind of... throw in some fills just for fun. So this song, kind of surprisingly, because it's sort of an electric song, right, works really well on the acoustic. So I did want to extend that lesson to you and do a little chord melody, kind of have fun with it. And next week, or very soon, if not next week, we're going to do the solo note for note, a little breakdown of that. And then we'll also be covering the, when they go back to the breathe, but they do it with different lyrics, and they do the same progression as Breathe. So Time is a really fascinating track. I think that covers it. Let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so this works really well on acoustic, like I said, and it's really important to have a good sense of groove and time with this song. So we really want to make sure the rhythm is nice and tight, and it's actually important, I think, to mimic the drum fills to get us in the right groove. So that's like, taken away, right? So we're skipping the intro. If you want to do the intro, let's circle back to that in a bit. It's just, I'll show you the exact chords, but it's pretty much E and F sharp minor for a while, just 4 bars of each. So I want to cut right to the verse when the singing starts, because I imagine most of you just want to play this song when the singing starts. And at the end of the lesson, after I do the chord melody, which I'm going to show you that at the end too. So please stick around if you want to learn this great stuff, including the chord melody I did, kind of, playing the song in a solo acoustic style, as well as the intro. We'll do that all at the end, and I appreciate you sticking around if you want to learn all that. Let's go right to the verse, though, and like I said, we're going to make sure we have a good sense of groove and rhythm here. So we're going to go down, up, 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 down, up, okay, on a muted strum. So that means I'm going to gently place my, my hand over the fretboard and go down, up, 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 down, up, and then F sharp minor. All right. So let me play this first phrase. Okay, so we have F sharp minor, down, down, up. Now the down up is muted almost, meaning as soon as I play it, I'm pretty much lifting. In fact, the down, down is pretty much muted, except I still want some of the noise. See? So I would think of it as staccato as well. So there's staccato and there's a slight mute going on for the down up. Like that. Now up, down, and then repeat. Down, up, and then a mute. Okay, so the whole thing is down, down, up, down, up, mute. All right, then an A chord, down, down, up. Same thing. We do a long down and then two quick down ups that are pretty much muted. Down, down, up, down. Okay, now we have, so we have down, up, on an A sus4, which is 3rd fret, 2nd string. So that's down, up, bass, up, back to regular A, down. So it's like down, up, bass, down, bass. Okay? So that whole line would be 3, 4. Now in E chord, we're going to follow the same kind of pattern. Long down with 2 short down ups. Or just 1 short down up. So it would be down, down, up, down, up. Okay? And then kind of just getting ready for the next one. So that's. And then back to F sharp minor. Now we're going to get to our first fill here. So we go down, down, up. Okay, really nice riff there. So F sharp minor, down, down, up, and then 4 to 6 slide. And then let me just play it first. So that would be 6, 4 slide. It's all quick slides, so we're really grace notes. Pull off to 2, no, not pull off, strike it. Then 4 to 2 pull off. And then hit the 2 again. So that's. Okay. All right, so for the second phrase of this verse, we have a nice fill on A. So we go, same as before. Now we do, right? Really cool riff here. So we're going to do A down once. That's all we have time for. Then we're going to slide to 6 on the 3rd string, and 5 is going to land on the 1st string. We don't need to slide the 1st string at all, just the 3rd string. So it's like A chord, slide to 6 from anywhere really, and then 5 on the 1st string. And it's okay for the B string to ring out on this acoustic version. Now 7 and 7 down, and then slide that up to 9, and then kind of strum down up twice. And then I kind of do a mute getting ready for the E. So that's one more time, a little cleaner. 3, 4. And then an E chord. And then same as before. This time we just ride it out until the bridge. So now the bridge is, we kind of do a similar pattern, but we're not going to do much muting. It's a contrast. The bridge is more floating, more sustaining, more peaceful. So we're going to do, let me play it first. So that's a D major 7, 0222. We're going to go down, down, up, down, down, up, down. A major 7, same pattern. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Repeat. Nice. Here's D major 7. This is the 3rd time. Now we go to C sharp minor 7. Down to B minor 7. And then a little bend on the 2nd fret bass. just bend it slightly in return, and then E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then your regular pattern. So that's the song. You can basically play the whole song. It's just a repeating section. The guitar solo is over the verse and eventually the bridge. So, you know, everything is there. Then there's more verses and bridges. And then finally, home, which I'll cover in a future video. So that takes us through the whole song. Now we'll cover the chord melody. All right, now for the chord melody. If you're interested in that, I decided to hit this cool F sharp power chord, basically, right? 4, 6, 7. And the melody is on the first string as well. So I have 2 melody notes, one on the 7th fret, 2nd string, one on the open E string. So I'm gonna go, let me just play it first. Alright, so that's, I'll just have to run through this kind of quickly. 7, 7 twice, O, 7, down, up, down on the bass strings. O, 7, 7, bass, O, 7, O, 7, O. And then hammer on to an A. So that's last time. And then just kill time with the A. Now E, O, O. Okay, the melody is first string. O, O. Now 2 of the pinky 2nd string is the melody. So let me play it first. Okay, and then I do a little fill. So that, let's cover that. So that's E, E string twice. 2, O, O, 2, O, bass, O, 2, O, bass, 2, O, slide to 2. Might as well slide the whole triad. 2, 2, 2 in the first 3 strings. And then it's kind of like I do a little fill. Let's see what I did here. 2, 5, 2 hammer on pull off, 5th fret, 2nd string band. 2, 5, 2, 5, 4 slide, 2, that kind of thing. So the whole thing would be that kind of thing. All right. So the whole phrase, 3, 4. Back to the top. Now the second time I did a funny little thing where I went F minor triad to E triad. And then go to A. Same thing on the E. Right? Then it takes us to the bridge. Now for the bridge, I faded out on the demo, but if you want to play that part, it would just be pretty easy actually. It's O2 to 3 on the 2nd string. Same thing on the A major 7. 2 to 3 is the melody. That's Richard Wright singing. And you just repeat that for a while. Except here it gets a little bit different. Kind of weird actually with the chord melody. So it doesn't work quite as well on the bridge. Now let's circle back to the intro. It starts on an E chord, and I told you we would, if you want to learn the intro, which is kind of cool, you can basically just hold these chords out for 4 bars. So E chord, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2. Optional walk up to F sharp minor, and that happens 4 times. Another time. It's quite, it's amazing what's happening, right? All the clocks and everything. Okay, after 4 times, let's imagine that's the 4th time. It goes to A. And then a bend to E to F sharp minor. Okay, and then I think that happens again. But you gotta start with F sharp minor. 2, 2, A, 2, 3, 4. A I'm kind of speeding through it, and back to D, E, and then to F sharp minor, and then that kind of resolves. Here we go. Okay, so you're done. So the intro, there's not a lot going on with the guitar, to be honest, but there's a ton going on with the keyboard and the tom-toms, the tom solos and the clocks. So there you go. I think that covers everything. Remember to lock into this groove. This is the main meat of the lesson, that verse and bridge there in this really fun strumming style. And you can throw in the chord melody and intro as a way of having some more fun with this song. So enjoy, and we'll see you next lesson. Bye.